Hi, I'm a vampire and I have a problem. My teeth suck. Literally. You might say that I have the worst teeth of any mythological creature of all time. But before I get into that, I need to tell you about my distant heritage and the original vampires. The first account of vampirism in Europe was in 1725. Of course, vampires, or upires as they were originally called, were documented since the dawn of man. But these are only from outside of Europe, and I'm not related to them. Anyway, the first vampire was my great-grandfather, Petar Igocevic. He was 62 years old when he died, but, of course, he didn't stay dead. He managed to nab about 8 villagers from his village. But of course, all good things must come to an end. He was eventually identified by one of his victims and was dug up, impaled, and burned. I don't know how they managed to identify him. I mean, he looked like a bloater from Left 4 Dead. After that, many tropes were developed concerning vampires, like garlic keeping vampires away, vampires not being able to be seen in mirrors, being a gloomy teenager, or not being able to go in the sunlight. And of course, their shiny white teeth. These pointed teeth originally came from Bram Stoker's Dracula back in 1889.
Such a good year. You know, other than the incurable diseases and tooth decay and people never taking showers.
Dracula's teeth are a little different than mine, though. Okay, still with me? Good. Now I'm going to tell you about my teeth. My teeth are very similar to Dracula's, except for mine are hidden and not open. I have 2 sharp canine teeth that suck the blood from my victims like a straw. You might think that's fine, but have you ever tried to get your back canine teeth into someone's neck? Okay, I'm not talking about below the neck or near the shoulders. That doesn't count. It would be so much better if my 2 front teeth were sharp instead. However, there is another way. Some vampires don't suck blood through their teeth, but weirdly, some still have the signature pointed canines. I'm not talking about the ones with sharp teeth like a vampire bat. I'm talking about the ones with normal teeth that still drink blood. They just bite someone's neck and drink the blood like Lady Dimitrescu. There's a reason she uses a knife, guys.
Ow! That's my wound hand. Okay, a little gross. Very gross. Listen, this is not a sexual thing. This is about power, right?
I tried to bite my friend's neck for research purposes, but I couldn't catch him lacking.
Hey dude, what are you doing with all that ketchup? Wait a minute. No. 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 No! Frying pans. Who knew, right?
Since my kind can't do their job properly, here are some animals that have teeth that don't suck. But do suck. Anyway. Spiders, lampreys, leeches, mosquitoes, and of course the vampire bat. What a vampire bat does is it flies onto a larger animal's back and make a slight incision on its neck. It will then lap up the blood. So, remember that really bad xenomorph video that I made? Well, when I made that video, it sounded like I was spewing facts like hard scientific facts, when really, I was just yapping about something I thought of. The point of this channel is not to find flaws in media. These are just ideas that I think of. Vampires don't really have horrible teeth. It just seems inconvenient to have teeth that don't do their job perfectly. Like, perfectly. Perfectly. Like, mosquitoes have teeth that are perfect for what they do. So I actually recently watched Van Helsing, and yeah, there's a reason why no one really likes that movie, but the creatures were really cool, and I think that the vampire was pretty neat, and it didn't have, like, stereotypical vampire teeth. It had, like, these friggin', I don't know.